I was sick for 4 years, completely disabled. I had Lyme disease and co-infections, dysautonomia, autonomic nervous system dysfunction, immune system dysfunction, a laundry list of food sensitivities, allergies, multiple chemical sensitivities, and electromagnetic sensitivities as well. And I also developed post-traumatic stress disorder, severe anxiety disorders, and depression. I've seen rheumatologists, neurologists, endocrinologists, naturopaths, biological feedback, spiritual healers, shamans, cardiologists. I'd say that we'd spent over 300,000 in treatments. Some things helped temporarily, but it was temporary, and some things made things much worse. The symptoms I experienced were quite severe. I was completely disabled. I was not able to walk. If I was ambulatory at all, my whole body went into convulsions and shaking. I could not stand. I could not feed myself. I could barely talk. I couldn't bathe. My nervous system was constantly firing off. I had tremendous amount of body pain everywhere. It would feel like my brain was just shaking inside. Blurry vision. I would have severe grand mal seizures. I was only able to eat a total of 5 foods for over a year and a half. I had to have canopies around me to block out electromagnetic frequencies. I could not have light, sound, even people that had louder voices couldn't be around me. It would trigger me off. I did not see the outside of my house for over a year and a half. I was in my bedroom. I did not know what the downstairs of my house looked like. I was reacting to everything, my own dog, foods, scents. I could smell things from a mile away and would send me off into tremendous amount of pain and often seizures. I had a whole team. It was my significant other at the time, and I had PSWs, nursing care, private care, family who would rotate to come in and out throughout the day. There was somebody with me 24 hours throughout the day. I heard about the program through a friend who had told me about Lauren's website, From Wheelchair to Rollerblades, and when I had read Lauren's story, I was reading my life. I had experienced what she had experienced, and the fact that she had fully recovered, I felt in my heart that this was the answer. What stood out most was that Lauren and her family had tried everything, and it seemed the more things that she had tried, the worse she got. And that was the state that I was in at that point, where I couldn't even try anything. My body couldn't tolerate even a supplement or a food, or I was at a stagnant point where I couldn't do anything because it sent me to the emergency room. So it was the fact that she had found something, despite all of the other things that hadn't worked, that had worked, and there didn't seem to be a risk of any adverse negative effects to it. I purchased the DVDs initially through DNRS, and I started right away the day that they arrived in the mail. I was in my room anyways, so I started them, and I'd have to say within the first 3 to 4 days, I noticed a shift in my mood. I seemed more happy, I was laughing a lot more. I just felt not so stuck anymore. And as I continued doing the program, I was able to do a lot more things. I was able to go outside for a walk in the wheelchair at the time, but I was able to be outside. I was able to go on short outings with my family and my significant other. And as time had progressed, I started expanding my diet, my foods, slowly one by one. And since starting the program till before coming to the in-person, I had gained 15 pounds, which was a huge accomplishment for me. I had never been able to gain weight previous to, no matter how much food I ate and how often I ate. So that was really exciting. And then I actually started to be able to be around my dog again, which was really very grateful for. The in-person program was a lot more than I had expected in a great way. I was kind of expecting it to be very similar to the DVDs and just kind of reinforcing what I had been practicing at home. But coming to the in-person program was a great experience. It really was. I noticed being in a group environment, it was very helpful to be able to support each other. We've all been down through very similar roads, and being able to just see improvements in people, even small or large, and being able to relate to each other and bonding and connecting in ways that I haven't been able to in a really long time. I've noticed significant improvements. I've been actually had my first glass of wine last night for the first time in 5 years, so that was really exciting for me. I've noticed it's just much easier to engage with people. I'm a lot calmer. I've expanded my diet quite a bit since being here. The fear element is completely gone. My MCS is completely gone. I've been smelling perfumes and different fragrances in the hall, and I'm catching myself thinking like, wow, that actually smells really good. So that's really great. And I was able to shower for the first time without using my bench for the past 2 nights, and just being at a hotel alone, taking care of myself for the first time in many years is really big. I would say to somebody that's considering to take the program to do it, because I'm getting my life back, and I didn't think that was possible. I had come to terms of thinking that was the way my life was going to be, and that I had to accept that. But the truth of it is I didn't have to accept that my life is bigger and is going to continue growing in ways I had never imagined.